Hello there, Virgo, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I'm doing your romantic love reading for the month of January. We'll take a look at the overall energy with the oracle cards for your romantic love life, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you are enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing, or commenting. Okay, let's see what we have going on here for you. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. All right, Virgo. Let's see where that leads. Oh, that's interesting. Playfulness on the bottom. Yay, Virgo. Your reading last week was about, seeing the glass half empty or half full. And I feel like if you are moving into that energy of being really grateful, I'm moving into that energy of seeing the glass as half full instead of half empty, you're really bringing in somebody that's just beautiful. So let's see what we have here. Perception, red flags, delusion, perspective. See through your own false beliefs. See through your own false beliefs. Okay, Virgo, we know that you have been working on that energy for some time. I think it really started coming out last fall of 2021. Just kind of, trying to look at the false beliefs that you have, especially around love, based on, some of the lessons or the beliefs that you learned as a child. So what do we have? Status quo. We're going to look at that one because status quo to me can mean a couple of things. That can be like, life is just, so going on. It also can be that, the status quo of what you think, about love, about who this soulmate is, or the qualities that they should have. So let's see what we have with the tarot. Your present energy. Page of Swords. Getting a message. Getting a message. Learning some information. Perhaps from somebody. We are going to clarify. Yeah, Justice. This is your area resistance. The Justice card to me is coming back to these beliefs that you have about trying to balance out what it is that you think or thought love should be at one time and where you're moving, how you're changing your perception of love or your worthiness or your ability to love or to be loved, right? Page of Cups, somebody's coming in. You do have love coming in. You have two pages. These are somebody reaching out and really perhaps expressing their love. Pages can be new love. Does not have to be old love. It definitely can be a new love coming in. So let's see what we have here. For your advice, Temperance. Again, that, this energy of balancing. Temperance is, that alchemy, balancing new information with old information. Balancing, having patience, going back and forth, compromising, looking at things in a different way. And then Strength. Okay, 3 out of the 4 cards are major arcana. You have the strength. You have the courage. I feel like you're working on something. You're kind of having like a breakthrough is the way. You've been holding back something, or somebody else has been holding back. It could be somebody else has been holding back their feelings. But it's kind of like you have the strength to take a look at this. Whereas before in the past, maybe you didn't. This is almost like a breakthrough to me for you. Like a good breakthrough, not a breakup. Knight of Swords, yeah, kind of seeing things in a different light. Somebody is definitely wanting to come in Strength card again, so lots of Leo. There, you could be dealing with a Leo or have a lot of Leo in your chart. Chariot is Cancer. But it's this energy of somebody wanting to rush in and having a lot of courage to express themselves. They're really wanting you to understand their perception, their viewpoint. And I think that that's why we have this perception. See through your own false beliefs. Like, I feel like somebody is going to give you a new perception of, you know, a situation that you dealt with in the past. And it could be a romantic love, but I kind of, for some reason, I feel like it's something that maybe happened when either you were a child or a young adult, you know, like when you were first looking at love and love relationships, and you built some belief system either about how you participate in love or how you're supposed to be participating in love. I always use this scenario, right? It's kind of like we watch TV and movies as a child and we think that's what love is. But that's really not what love is, right? I mean, what happens on the screen is some of what happens in love, but love is a lot of compromising, a lot of emotional maturity, being vulnerable, being able to share your greatest fears, your secrets, your wishes, your dreams with somebody, right? Having somebody's back and they have yours, just knowing that the two of you are like a team, right? And it's that energy, you know, of we're in this together kind of thing. I feel like this person is coming in, something was unbalanced in the past. It's almost as if you don't want it to become balanced, because if it becomes balanced, if you understand their perception of whatever this is that happened, and I think that's going to be different for everybody, it's almost like, well, wait a minute, that throws out my belief about this part of love, romantic love or something, out the window, you know? And it's kind of like you're kind of blocking, like you don't want this person to come in and make things right with you, because this apology keeps showing up. And it could be, you know, a parent, it could be, you know, your very first lover, you know, it could be, it could be anybody. It could, anybody that is in your past that has something, the universe is bringing this person back in. And the reason is because you have a false belief around love in some way. And so the universe is like, okay, Virgo needs to get rid of that belief system. They may have tried to do it in different ways. And it's kind of like, okay, the only way left that we have is to bring this person back, you know, so that you can, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Somebody that it either has to do with a belief system about love lasting, or somebody that you thought you were going to be in a relationship for all time. Or it could be, you know, this is also family. So once again, somebody in your family coming in. It's a Two of Cups energy. You're blocking this. You don't want, it's almost like you do not want this person to come. There's some drama about love, you know. Once again, I don't know. It's, you know, like I'm hearing TV drama. But this is coming in because there's something new that needs to be birthed within you. You need to see a different perception of love, or your ability to love, or your worthiness of love. There's some type of belief, you know, you're looking at love from something that is, it's kind of like an old paradigm. Really interesting reading, because I feel, let's see what this Temperance is. Wow. Yeah, Tower. It's a tower. It's not a bad tower, Virgo. It's a good tower, because the tower, don't fear the tower. The tower is coming in to enlighten you, to bring you this burst of aha, right? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of like a scenario. It's this is going to be like so simple, but they're showing me this, and they keep, the holding hands. Okay. They keep showing me like a couple holding hands, like, so maybe you thought, this is very simplified, I don't think it's this simple, okay, but maybe you thought that when you're in love you're supposed to always hold hands, but the person that you were in a relationship with, or maybe a parent or somebody, was kind of like, nah, I don't like to hold hands. Hands are clammy and germy, and I don't want to hold anybody's hand. Okay? We'll just go with that. Okay? But every TV show or every movie you watched, the couple in love was always holding hands. So you're kind of like, yeah, but if we're in love, we have to hold hands. It doesn't matter if we don't like to hold hands, we have to hold hands. It's that kind of thing. It's some kind of belief that if we're in love, then we must do blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like, no, that's the status quo in a TV show or in the movies. That isn't reality. Some couples like to hold hands. Some couples don't like to hold hands. The couple gets to decide if they want to hold hands or not the TV or movie director, right? It's that type of energy about realizing, we can take bits of what we see here and bits of what we believe about that and put it together as a couple to decide what is right for us. There's this aha moment when you realize, oh, wait a minute. Maybe the person, you love or you're dating or something, they don't want to hold hands, but they say, but I really would like to walk with my arm around your shoulder. Would that be okay? And you're kind of like, well, yeah, that's even better, right? It's kind of like you have this aha moment. And I feel like there could be, somebody somehow, maybe from the past, that comes back. And, maybe your grandparents or maybe your parents always held hands. And then, your grandmother comes to visit you and you say, yeah, but you and grandpa always held hands. I know you were just so in love. And she says, well, we were in love, but not because we held hands. We were in love because we never went to bed mad. And you're like, what? I thought you were in love because you held hands. No. She goes, no, we just like holding hands. But, there were days where we didn't hold hands. And you're like, what? Like, it's that kind of energy of, oh my gosh. The light bulb literally went off. Look at the tower. The lightning in the tower is going right to your crown chakra. It's kind of like, oh my goodness. This opens up so many different possibilities, different, it's just, yeah, I'd love to hear in the comments how this might resonate with you. You have the strength to walk into this new world. Yeah. You really do. This is going to help you to understand, you may have had somebody in the past that said, I am not holding your hand. And you thought, I'm not lovable, right? Because they wouldn't hold your hand. I know, it's simple. I'm trying to keep it simple because that's all I got. But the Queen of Cups here is you realizing that because somebody holds your hand doesn't mean that you're lovable. You're lovable because you love yourself. That's a big difference. You're not lovable because somebody says that, yes, they'll marry you, right? You're lovable because you love yourself. It doesn't matter what the status quo is about what love looks like. All of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, the outside influences do not determine if I'm lovable or not. What determines if I'm lovable is if I love myself. And you have the strength, like you get this aha moment, and it's all of a sudden you have the strength, the courage to step into this new world, to understand, hey, I can go in a completely different way. I can have a long-term committed relationship now. I can have the happy home. I don't have to worry about it ending because I'm coming at it from a different viewpoint. I have the courage to understand that if it does end, my life will go on. I will still be lovable, right? I still will love. It's this energy that the relationship, the status of your relationship or lack of a relationship does not determine if you are lovable. You get to determine that. If you love yourself, guess what? You're lovable. And we're all lovable. It's stepping into that energy of loving yourself that attracts other people that love you. All right, here's your love oracle card. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. I really feel like that is part of your aha moment, right? You're pushing. You're kind of like, we got to hold hands. We have to sit next to each other. It says so in the love manual. It says so in the love manual. And I was like, wait a minute. You mean we can throw this book out? We can do things on our own terms? We don't have to try so hard? Oh, okay. Wow. Guess what? Didn't you have, you had playfulness. You all of a sudden are more playful with love. And you're loving yourself. Look at this. 3 of Cups. Celebrating. Being victorious. Understanding. Oh my goodness. Love doesn't have to be so hard. That's exactly what the lesson is. Love doesn't have to be so hard. Oh, Virgo. Really, really, really lovely message here. I wish you so much light and love. Virgo, I just really feel like you are growing by leaps and bounds, and I feel so honored to be part of your path. So anyway, I wish you much light and love in this situation and all your situations. I'd love to hear in the comments how this might resonate with your story, or please consider liking or subscribing, and I do hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.